Hello, it is Danica Dvorak. Caleb is not with us today, but we're going to be discussing our 370 project proposal, a time study of convocation security at Liberty University. So a quick overview, Liberty University Convocation has implemented new security lines, and our objective is to determine if the service time of security is quick enough, and if it's not, suggest methods for improving that time. So we're going to use X-bar and R charts to identify the outliers and areas for improvement, and then we'll use P charts to identify whether there are more defective times during that entering of convo. So convocation, the time that students are allowed to enter is from 9:45 to 10:30. So during that time, are there times where it takes longer for students to get in? And then also, this was our mind map that we kind of came up when we were looking at this. So you can kind of see we go through the DMAIC process, so defining what we would want to have, like decreasing the time for students to go through, measuring, collecting data, analyzing, like what parts of getting ready for security would we want to talk about, and then improving, like using a time study to do that, and looking at different parts of the security process, and then control using our different charts to kind of suggest areas for improvement. So our null hypothesis is that every 8.1 seconds a student should start the security process. The way we got to that number was there's 45 minutes for entering convocation, 9:45 to 10:30 a.m. There's about 10,000 students on campus that are required to go to convocation in the Vine Center. And there's about 30 security gates. There's 30 metal detectors for students to walk through. So the calculation for that is you convert the minutes to seconds, and then 10,000 students have to go through 30 gates. You divide those two numbers and you get 8.1 seconds. Now, so to kind of explain what we would be time studying here, the people in purple are security guards, and the blue people are students going through the security process. So the first student walks up to the line where they drop off their bag, and we're going to start the timer for that person. And then a second person, is in line behind them. So the first person goes to the metal detector, and the second person also steps up to the line to drop off their bag. And once they do that, once they set their bag down, we start their second timer. We start their timer. It's the second timer that's running. And then the first person now grabs their bag from that security line. So we stop their timer the second they grab their bag. The second person has gone through the metal detector. Their timer is still going. The first person is going to walk away with their stuff, and the second person is going to grab their bag. So that once they grab their bag, once they touch their bag, we stop their timer. So that's kind of how the data would be collected. And then to explain this, so this is what our Excel time study data would look like. So each individual, this is the time that they would start. So each row is one individual that we've time studied. And the end is when they grab their bag. So the total time is just the end minus the start time. And then the start to start time is going to be like this number minus this number. So there were 6 seconds in between students starting that process. Now, it can be kind of confusing in your head, but the 8.1 seconds from our null hypothesis is the start to start time. It's not the total duration of each student. So the start to start time is the one that we're interested in. Now the other information that we'll be collecting is whether the person has bags or not. So if this is a 1, the person had no bags. If it's a 0, then they did have bags with them, a backpack of sorts. And then the metal detector, it's a 0 if the metal detector did not go off. It's a 1 if the metal detector did go off. And if it did go off, we see these other times over here. So we start, if the metal detector goes off, the second security guard wands them down. And so we time how long that takes. So the start and the end, and how long that one time process took. So the definition, going through DMAIC, the defining portion is that in spring 2018, Liberty University added those new security measures. We're kind of reviewing here again. The purpose of our project is to improve the time it takes to go through the security into the Vine Center. We expect to accomplish being able to suggest a feasible methodology to improve those wait times. The customer that we're talking about in this case are the attendees of Liberty University's convocation, in the Vine Center. There are some attendees of Convocation who watch Convo somewhere else on campus, but we're specifically talking about those in the Vine Center who have to go through security. And the customer needs in this case, we're talking about the quality of time. So they want a lower wait time while still having acceptable security measures. So this basically kind of puts constraints on us. Like obviously the lowest wait time would be if we got rid of the security altogether, but that's not, that's outside the scope of this project. That's not what we're talking about. We still want to keep those acceptable security measures. So the measure part of DMAIC, we want to study random security lines before convocation. So when we say random security lines, what we're saying is that we might study one line and we are going to assume that that sample data is representative of all 30 security lines that are around the Vine Center. And then the procedure, I kind of showed this earlier with our little animation, but we want to start the timer when the person puts their items on the table to be inspected, and then we will end the timer when the person retrieves their items after going through the security process. The data is measured in seconds. Our focus area regarding critical to quality characteristics is time orientation. And then we also are going to collect qualitative data regarding how many bags they had, or like if they had bags, and whether or not the security metal detector went off. So for analyze, looking at the areas of improvement, there's kind of 5 parts to getting into the Vine Center for Convocation. You can be in queue, getting ready to line up for security. You can be getting ready and dropping your items off. So this would be like taking off your jacket, taking your backpack off, unzipping your backpack, and then putting it on the table. Going through security, so going through the metal detector, and if it goes off, getting wanded down. Retrieving your items that you dropped off previously, and then going to your seat. So the areas that we are interested in looking at are these 2 right here, the getting ready and dropping off items and the going through security. We'll kind of show in the next slide. The security process is kind of the area that we most care about because it takes the most time when entering convocation out of those 5 steps. And then getting ready to go through security, it only adds a small amount of time per person who's not ready, but it still does impact our time. Retrieving items, it doesn't add time unless there's like a backup or a pileup of individuals waiting, but that's out of our control. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. And then when the person's in queue, it does impact the experience of the customer and how long they're waiting, but it doesn't fall within our scope. And then going to seat also does not fall within our scope, and it also doesn't have to do much, it doesn't have much impact on the customer experience. Improve. So methods to address quality concerns. Obviously, we're doing a time study and we're going to do some data analysis with statistical testing. But part of the scope, like what's outside our scope, would be changing the security quality. So we don't want to change that unless we're improving it somehow. And then time orientation is the critical to quality area that we're looking at, and the security process is currently too long. We were able to determine that. We did go do a quick time study for one of the convos, and we did this t-test. You can see over here, variable 1 was all of the data we collected. Variable 2 was that mean of 8.1 seconds. And you can see here from our P values and the T critical, like this is very much not, we can say that we can reject the null hypothesis that our start to start time is less than 8.1 seconds. You can see the mean was about 14 seconds, so it does need to be improved. So time orientation, you see here, this kind of blends into the next slide, but we could decrease the number of bags allowed, we can improve the metal detectors, or we could only allow clear bags. So control, we want to use those X bar and R charts and P charts to identify those outliers and areas of improvement, see if there's maybe a portion of convo that is worse than other times to get in, and then also like using like other different statistical quality control charts to compare, like if they have a bag and if they don't, did the metal detector go off, stuff like that. So our time value of money for this, obviously we don't have a budget necessarily in this real case scenario to impact anything, but we can kind of pretend that we did. But even if we don't, we can I think, logically argue that the better the quality of customer service is through security, the happier the students are. And the happier students are with their college experience, the greater the retention rate, and the greater retention rate means more money for the school. So that's kind of a more theoretical time value of money, but it still should be mentioned. But if we did have a budget, some of the things that we could do is if we're showing from our analysis that it takes a really long time for those students to be wanded down, and a lot of times there isn't anything for them, like there wasn't a reason for the metal detector to go off, we could improve the metal detector, show the time value of those metal detectors. If the issue is really just like the number of bags that people are bringing in, we could potentially put lockers in each department to reduce the number of bags. Or we could say that the university is going to give out clear bags, and those are the only bags that could be brought into Convo, and kind of look at the time value of money for each of those scenarios, dependent on what the data analysis shows us is the issue. And then our possible outcomes, kind of going into more detail here, is like if we did need to limit the amount of backpacks or size of backpacks, we could put in department lockers. So these would be very similar to what you see in the honors department or in the gyms. We could install the better security detectors, the metal detectors. And then a couple other things is if we do some other scenarios, I guess, is if it's raining, we could add tents outside the entrances, because people are going to take more time taking off their stuff. They're going to wait until they're actually physically inside the building to take off their jackets and take off their backpacks when it's raining. So that might be a solution. And then during CFA, College for a Weekend, there's a lot more people going into Convo, so maybe we need to add more people working security, or add more places around campus that are streaming Convocation so that the CFA don't necessarily have to go to the Vine Center. Those are kind of some side things that we wanted to mention. So with that, that's kind of all that we have for this project proposal. If you guys have any questions, you can comment below, but I think that is all. Thanks for watching.